Hello, hello, welcome back to Divine Destiny Guide. How are you? Sending you the purest of love and light. Yes, God is for us. We're blessed, we're safe, we're anchored, and we're protected. So, welcome. I'm sure if this message, if it's your first timer and it showed up on your feed, your timeline, it was meant for you to be here for, for such a time as this to get this message to uplift and to encourage your spirit. So, welcome. If it's your first time returning Soul Tribers, new Soul Tribers, thank you for your love and your support. I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you, members, as well. Psalm 34:21, it says, evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. Yep, Psalm 34, verse 31. So evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous. So if you are in right standing with God, anybody who hates you, and this is why I'm saying, if God be for us, who is crazy enough to come against us, right? Anybody who tried to do anything evil to the righteous, they will be desolate. They're going to be poor. They're going to be poor. For some of you, and the next card that came out right with it, it says Psalm 31, verse 17. Let me not be ashamed, O Lord, for I have called upon you. Let the wicked be ashamed and let them be silent in the grave. So you could have been calling out to God because it seems like it's too much. It's too much. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. He has plans to prosper us and not to harm us. He wants to give us a future and an expected end. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. So it's like, don't worry about the wicked, for in a little while, there will be no more. It's kind of like, when Moses told the children of Israel, it's like the Egyptians you see today, you will not see again. For a little while, and the wicked shall not be. They get just a little moment to celebrate, a little moment to get a one up. And I know for a lot of you, a lot of us, that little while seems like a long time. It's like God is taking too long. But the truth is, remember, our time and God's time, it's not the same. Yes, it's like they will diligently consider their place, and it shall not be. They're gonna be seeking for a place. They're gonna be seeking, looking around, and it no more. It's not going to be anymore. They're not going to exist. It's like you're going to be looking around for your enemy, and they will not be. They don't exist anymore. If you wish to, it's like sometimes you're going to ask, like, hey, what happened to so and so? Confirmation, and it's like nobody knows. They are no existent. People may ask you, you don't know. You're not thinking about them. God took care of them. God took care of them. And look, evil shall slay the wicked. So anybody, Seven of Swords, trickster spirit, manipulative, people who are liars, sneaky, who thought they could steal and take from you, and they have a grin on their face. See, this is what I'm saying. For a little while, and the wicked shall be no more. For a little while, they're going to splurge and they're going to think they're getting away with things. Nobody's seen them. This is what they're thinking. They're living the good life because they're able to manifest this off of your energy or steal it away from you, charm it away from you, scam you, whatever it is, borrow and don't pay back. Sword, they gossip, they lie, they slander. Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous. Because the truth is like Job is a righteous man. He's like, you don't have time to sit around gossiping and slandering. You don't have time to lay traps and snares in anybody's way. You're just minding your business. And then you have people who are plotting and strategizing how they can take from you, how they can rob you. Yeah. It's like evil shall slay the wicked, and they who hate on you for whatever reason. Some of them, they don't even know you. They just heard rumors and they quickly believe. I saw this quote recently. Be careful of people should be careful of believing rumors so quickly because they forget that God knows them. They believe in lies that were told to them. But the truth is that God knows everything. God knows everything. Yeah, people were stealing and scamming you, Empress. Guys, this is when you let your guards down. This is when, you're is like you're not defensive. For a lot of you, people just thought that, oh, you have enough. We can take, we can steal is like this entitlement mentality. And so this is what they did. Again, this is what it's all about. And I'm telling you right here in the back, we have judgment. Judgment is called on these people. A lot of them, they're having great regrets now. It's like they're in shame. They're hanging their head down in shame. Anybody who've been working or manifesting evil for you, they're going to have to see you rise with this Four of Wands. You see all the teeth, the talking, the chitter chatter is like they're going to have to still see you as you move forward with this Chariot here. I mean, they're going to be left heartbroken because the truth is that everything that was done in the dark, it's now coming to light. It could even be in your workplace. People were writing you up. They're writing you up. These people are evil. And you may not hear about it, but they have not gotten away with it. Anybody, evil shall slay the wicked. Everybody choose a side. And so for a lot of you, you could have been praying to God, let me not be ashamed, O Lord, for I have called upon you. Let the wicked be ashamed and let them be silent in the grave. Let the wicked be ashamed and let them be silent in the grave. Again, just a little while and the enemies, they will be silent in the grave. We're not going to hear from them anymore. You're going to have the last laugh. You're going to have the last say, the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Wherever people wanted to create confusion in your life or chaos, you're going to have, it's going to balance out. Because for a lot of you, for whatever it is, for a while you probably thought it wasn't going to come to pass or it took so long. But this is also to teach us to know our worth, to pull back our energy too. We've been watering the wrong gardens, pouring into bad people, giving our cup to people who are not deserving of it. And it's like now, when you learn the lessons, you pull back, then you won't be ashamed. The enemies won't be able to rejoice over you. Because it's kind of like the more cups you lose, the more you lose yourself. The more you give out to energies that are not reciprocating, who are not giving to you equally, the more you lose. And for a while there, you were losing yourself. And this is why you were terrified. You cry unto God, let me not be ashamed, oh God. And it's like when you call back your energy, you return negative energy back to the sender. I'm telling you, I'm not even sending it out into the atmosphere or the environment. That is pollution. I'm sending it back to them who build it up, because if they build it, they better be able to have a big lap to hold it. For a long time, people didn't want you to be happy, to be stable here. You see, right in the back, Three of Swords, people wanted you to be heartbroken, betrayed and backstabbed. And this could have been exactly where you are until you learn your worth, until you pull your energy back and your cups as well. I love it. I love it for you. I love it for us. Yes. For I know the plans that God have for me. Plans to bless me, to prosper me, and not to harm me. People were playing with your 9 of cups. People didn't want you to be stable. See, on here it's sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. People just want you to get wishy-washy, player energy. People who take and play in your face. People who breadcrumb you. They didn't want to see you stable. People could have wanted you to have endings in your life. And this is why, it's like, this is us. Transformation as well. Because endings bring new beginnings. So whatever it is that death energies were sent towards your plans, God is saying the enemies didn't make you. I put the plans in place for you. I put the plans in place for them. Who are they to want to take life and they can't give it? I hope you heard that confirmation. And this is where Jeremiah 29 verse 11 comes in. For I know the plans I have for you, said the Lord. People can manifest death all they want over your life and everything else, over your finances. They want to steal and take. But the truth is that God has the final say. And people wanted you to be trapped in your head at a crossroad, confused when it comes to your plans, blindfold, stuck. Again, you see the teeth. A lot of talking, swords, a lot of gossiping. People want you to be in scarcity, lack mindset. They want people to hold back from you. They didn't want your plans to come to pass. Whatever, again, you've been working on, your craft, your business, your job, they didn't want to see it. But again, with the Chariot, with perseverance and determination, it will come to pass. It will come to pass. So it's like a lot of people, the enemies, by them taking from you, they wanted to create again delays, problems, interruptions with your communications. Again, the sword talk about communication. And on this card, the 9 of cups, it's a couple. Let me not be ashamed. So, whether it's your relationship, people probably talk down on your relationship. Oh, it's not going to come to anything. They're not going to last long, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, look, secretly jealous and hating on your romantic relationship. On this card, it's like people didn't want you to have wish fulfillment. And so for a lot of you, you could have met the person of your choice, or, this is to be, or whatever. But it's like you're praying, Lord, let me not be ashamed, for I call upon you. You're like, Lord, let the words of my enemies not come to pass. Because I prayed, I asked you, and you said it's okay. And then you have these entities who are jealous and they're hating. Let them be silent in the grave, oh God. Those people who are secretly jealous and hating on your romantic relationship or connection. Some of these people could have been causing you to act out of character, or they wanted you to act out of character, to lash out, to be rational, have emotional mood swings. So it's like they want to have a debt to you. They want people to see you differently. It's like whatever the plans that God have for you, it's like they want to switch it up. They want to project their negativity on you so that people will see you in a different and negative way. They want you to act out of character. People could have been triggering you because they wanted to put an end to the plans that God has for you. I'm telling you, return to sender backfired on them. And I didn't even see this card yet. So whatever, like I said, you send it back to them. Let it hit them up. They're the ones who are big and bad enough to send it out. They should be able to take it back. That's their energy. Because they hate you without a cause. They're going to be desolate. They're going to be poor. They're going to be manless or womanless. And even if they're in a relationship, that's the one that's going to be volatile and toxic. Even the enemy have to listen and obey God. And then you have these entities, these people try to play God in your life, in our life, trying to switch up the plans, trying to put an end to God's plan. Because again, for a lot of these people, the wicked, these evil people who came against you, they wanted you to be ashamed. They want you to feel guilty if you have to move on with a relationship or in your partnership, to make it seem as if you're making a bad decision. And so for a lot of you, yeah, you could have been praying and asking God, please don't let what the enemy says, God, please don't let it come to pass. You have the final say, God. Please don't let it come to pass. Evil shall slay the wicked. Anybody who have anything, and this is why I've said it before, make peace, God, with anybody who make peace with me, and make war with people who make war with me. A lot of these people could have interfered with your business or your livelihood, because they're trying to cause delays and problems and interruption with your business affairs, people you work with or communicate with. Again, they're very sneaky kind of people, evil. And they thought they were getting away with it. Some of them could have stole your clothing and your hair as well to do witchcraft, because again, they thought they could get away with it. I mean, she's smiling. She has a smile on her face, as if, yeah, they are doing this and you're not catching on to it. You can't do anything about it. It's you alone. So for a lot of you, it's a lot of them. Wow. Some of them could have hired a hitman when it comes to your life, your relationship. Yep, some of them could have been energy harvesting off of you to create their wealth. I'm talking about stealing, taking from you as well. Some of them, they're copycats, doppelgangers too. These people are evil. It's like there's nothing too low that they wouldn't go towards it. Yeah, they lost a lot of money. They lost a lot of money. Whatever it is that they were doing, they lost a lot. They don't like the new you. They don't like the new you. And so this is why a lot of them could have been secretly jealous and hating on your relationship. Because again, you don't want them. You want something new, somebody new, and they've been hating on your relationship. Yeah, Spirit is saying it's time for a fresh start. New beginnings here. I know the plans I have for you. It's time for a fresh start. Wow, splitting the deck. Community. So again, it could be a group of people, online cult church, posse, people who are local, who were coming up against you here. Wow. Yeah, but the truth is that, God is for us. God is for us, and whatever it is that they did is like it's not gonna work out. It's not gonna pan out for them. You need to take courage in knowing that. They know you're highly protected. It doesn't matter what they took, interfered with, or tried to stop in your life. You are highly protected. See, the truth is that now it's not funny. Like they said, this ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, right? It's not funny now. For a lot of you, you grew from the concrete. You grew from the concrete. These people who were causing delays and blockages in your life, no more stagnant relationship. It's like anybody who is trying to create blockages in your life, is like you realize that, or people who are stagnant themselves, you're not entertaining those people in your life anymore. Because you realize if they don't want the best for themselves, how can they want the best for you? They don't like the new you. And so this is why karma, justice, and judgment is here. This is why it's not funny anymore. Because no karma. Whatever that you prayed and asked God for, Lord, let me not be ashamed, O Lord, for I have called upon you. Let the wicked be ashamed and let them be silent in the grave. Now karma is playing out. Like I said, for a lot of you, you're going to ask, people going to inquire, where are these people? You don't know. You don't care. Because the truth is that in a little while, there will be no more. Karma and justice is here for them. They don't like the new you. These are the people who are jealous of your connection. Even if it's you loving on yourself, they were jealous of your relationship you have with yourself, your relationship even with God. And Spirit is saying, don't afraid to be different. When it comes to the plan that God has for you and has for us, it again, it could be out of the norm, and this is why people were hating on you. You break out of the traditional. Maybe you're religious like me, and you decide, you know what, God called me to a different area, and people may not have liked that, and they wanted to put an end to the plan that God has for you because it's different. And for a lot of you, this plan that God has for you is kind of like with me speaking the truth. It's showing up a lot of evil people and their wicked ways, and they don't like it. And this is why they will try to stop the plans of God in our life, because again, they don't want to be found out. Because for a long time, these people could have been getting away with hurting people, and they were playing off and making it seem as if they are not dibbling and dabbling in evil and witchcraft. And here you come exposing them. Here I come blowing their covers. They are not happy. They won't be happy. Don't be afraid to be different. Dare to be a Daniel. Dare to stand alone. Because the truth is that when we stand for God, we will never fall. Nothing that we do for God is like it will go in vain. You grew from the concrete because you had to stand up and fight. You had nobody there. People were harvesting your energy because they wanted to slow you down, to deplete you. I mean, this is all a part of the stealing. Manifesting wealth and riches off of you, because again, we saw the Empress card in the beginning. You have a lot of positive energy. You're very creative, and people were stealing your ideas. We saw the copycat card as well. And I mean, a lot of these people, they're losing control because they lost you. For a lot of these people are, some of them, this will be their karma to keep watching you forever and ever. Justice is here. For a lot of you, you are people's justice. You are their karma. But sometimes the unknown, it scares us. Because when we're doing something, or maybe even going into a new partnership where it's like you're not sure, and you have a lot of naysayers around you, people who are praying, and giving you bad advice because they want to keep you stuck and trapped. Sometimes, or even starting a new job, moving to a new location, and people are saying, don't go. You don't know if telling you basically everything that could go wrong. I mean, I don't know about you, but I've been there where I've had to pray, Lord, I'm doing this by faith because I trust you. I believe in you. Please don't let me be ashamed. Like Psalm 23 verse 1, the Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. Please don't let me be ashamed, Lord. Please don't let the wicked rejoice over me. With all the talking that they've been doing, God, let them be silent in the grave. The very same grave that a lot of them use their mouth to dig. The nets, the traps that they created, God, let it everything backfire and they fall into it. And so it is. And so it is. Don't be afraid to be different. Even if it means that other people are going to look down on you. Don't allow people to make you feel guilty. When you know God's voice and God tells you to do something, to make a move, to stand for something, then why should we believe the naysayers? People who don't even have, again, they are stagnant themselves. They don't have a plan for their life. The truth is, you're an empress or an emperor. They are relying on you. And sometimes this is why people don't want us to change. They want us to stay stuck like them. They don't want to see us walk into our purpose. as far as the plan that God has for us. Because again, they're not willing to change. So they want us to stay in the gutter with them. Well, this is confirmation for someone, for somebody, that anybody who came against you, you are highly protected. Evil shall slay the wicked. And anybody who hates you without a cause, they will be poor, they'll be desolate. So let them rejoice for the minute because they stole your energy, they stole your ideas, they copied something. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Let them have their moment of fame because soon they will be put to silence or put to silence. Keep trusting, keep believing God. He says, my sheep, they know my voice. And so this is why we have to get to this place in our spiritual walk with God, where again, he's a spirit. We have to come to him as in that form so we can hear. We can't do anything. God can't do anything with us when we are in the flesh. When you're in the flesh, you need people's advice and validation. When you're in the spirit, you hear directly from God, because as an empress and an emperor, you're a divine masculine, a divine feminine. You're a son and daughter of God. He speaks to us. And when he says to move, to create that business, whatever it is, that relationship, we move by faith, knowing that we will never lose when we do what God says that we're supposed to do. We will never lose. And the truth is that a lot of these wicked people, they know that. And this is why they work so hard to stop and block us. It's not funny anymore. People are not laughing because guess what? They're going to be silent in the grave. When all the plans, when they see you have the relationship, when they see you have the career, when they see you move, when they see you cut them off, you don't talk to them anymore, they will be silent in the grave. They will be silent in the grave. It's not funny anymore. Nobody's laughing anymore because they see, or they will see how you stood on your belief and your faith in God. And God led you through. He carried you through. For some of you, this is confirmation where people thought that something that you were investing in, it wouldn't come to pass, and it's going on years and months. And God is with you and it's not falling apart. Your enemies, they're mum, they're silent. They're not laughing. A lot of them, they started to rejoice really soon. It's not funny anymore. That grin, that smile wipe off the face. Some of these people, they could have really sent people your way to unalive you, to remove you, to take you out. It couldn't happen because you're a divine being. You're highly protected. Now everything that they did, it's catching up to them. It's not funny anymore. Remember all those cards we saw all the teeth on? People thought it was funny, kiki kaka, keeping you stuck up in your head at a crossroad, blindfolded. They were laughing. They were laughing. They were laughing. These Six of Cups, people in the past. I'm telling you, people didn't want you to go into your plans and the purpose God have for you with this high priest here. This is your calling. You're a guru, you're a leader, you're a motivator. You're working for God. They didn't want you to go in your purpose. Instead, they want you to be stressed with the 10 of Wands, burdens, pull you up with anxiety. For some of you, sending spiritual warfare, projecting negative energy at you, all because they don't want you to have your new passionate creative beginning. You living a life, having that partnership where you can procreate, recreate. It's like they don't want you to have fun with anybody else. They're gatekeeping, they're trying to block your life. And this is why for a while, it was funny because people thought they were able to trick you out your spot. And they have done it, cause a lot of delays and stagnancies in your life for a long time, right under your nose. Lie to you. This was sword, communicate lies and gossip. They thought it was funny. No, justice is here. Karmic justice is here. Don't be afraid to be different. Because the truth is that, it's like all of us were different. We're different anyway. It doesn't matter our race, what it is. Even twins, they are different. Your calling, and this is why for a lot of you, your struggle, it's different from somebody else's. Because you're different. The calling and the anointing and the purpose you have on your life, it's different. And this is why, as a body, we come together so beautifully, because you may be able to reach people that I can't and I won't. And I may be able to reach people that you can't and you won't. Because your sufferings, you grew from the concrete. Your suffering, it's different. Your hardship, it's different. There are different things in your life that people wanted to unalive with the death energy. But how can you send death to death? We transform, we grow from that. But see, the enemies, they thought differently. They thought too, if they end you, then they would be able to manifest off of your energy. And a lot of you, you grew, you came back from that. And it's been a hard road, and no wonder it's time here for a fresh start, new beginnings. And in your new beginnings, God is saying, moving forward, kind of like he told Jeremiah, don't worry about the look on their faces. God is saying, don't be afraid to be different. This is what the world wants. Too many people are followers. Too many people are copycats. Copycats are copycat ship, or copycat mentorship is reserved for people who are unhealed and who refuse to do the work. They're afraid of themselves. They don't want to know or connect with themselves. So people who are copycats, we know they're from the devil, the darkness, because the devil is not the originator of anything. He steals what God makes and then try to pull it off as if it's his. So again, by the fruit you shall know them. The enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. I certainly love it for you. I love it for us. Until next time, Soul Tribers, take care and be blessed.